All right, Stanley, welcome back. Ryan Tringer here, Class A Pro. I'm recording. Good to have you, my friend. Looking forward to work today. So really nice setup posture here, athletic position. One thing that is a concern is you have your ball lined up well onto the toe of your club here. Do you see how you don't have it in the center, right? Generally, you want the center of the mass of the club with the center of the mass of the ball. And so you've got it lined up on the toe.
I think it's because I usually
Right. But you don't want to band-aid your setup because that can actually lead to it getting worse. So generally, I would say keep it in the center and then figure out what you're doing wrong. That's what I feel like. I'm like that. I'm not a band-aid guy. I wouldn't ever band-aid my club because my thought is if I did that and swung correctly, then I'd hit it off the toe and I would think I did a bad shot. You see what I'm saying? So I would say that's not the best approach. I would encourage you to get just the correct ball position.
Would it help if I do it this way and you actually lift the club to where I see people hover the club
You could hover. I'm not a hover person. I actually like to ground my club. But I mean, you see some players doing it. You could try it. I mean, I know Ricky Fowler does it. Cam Smith does it.
But what's the purpose behind that?
Feeling the weight of the head from the start. When it's hovering, you can feel the head weight at the beginning, which can be good. I find that then under pressure in tournaments, it's too much for me. It's too much going on for me in tournaments.
Like unstable, right?
Yeah, it's too much going on, especially when your nerves are going. It's tough. So, I mean, I would just say that try it we should see what happens when you put it in the center of the club. You know what I mean? Arms are in a nice triangle position here. Good job there. Your stance width looks good. I like this a lot. We zoom in and check out the grip. Let's see what you're going for here with your grip. Oh, yeah, you're doing better these days. So let's see the right hand V. I would say your right hand V is there at your right shoulder. It looks like your left hand V is at your inner shoulder. That's nice. Good job there. You nailed it. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, so really the only concern really at your setup is if the ball's there and your hands are out like this, that means that the distance that you are from the ball is definitely a suspect thing. So you're probably too far away from the ball. Now let's take a look and see what happens as you make your swing with your head position, with your hip position, etc. So we can see what's going on here with the swing. So here we go. So we're gonna put some lines around here and we'll look at the swing plane as usual. And it seems like, I mean, you're hitting some shots here tonight, man. This is nice. I mean, one of your best drives was 282, 6.6 right, face 5.5 left. You got your club head speed up to 103, ball speed up to 148. I mean, that's really a lot better from when we started, which I'm happy to see for you, buddy. Now, let's see what's going on here. So you take it back here, and this is good. You're taking it back pretty straight back, keeping the club in front of you, working it up. At this moment, you've got the face shut. So generally, it's best to have your toe up. You see how the face is this way? And so generally, it's better to have the toe up in the backswing. So for example, if you look at like Rory McIlroy's swing, you'll see that when he takes it back, he's working the toe up. I recommend that also. When I take it back, I go toe up too. I find it better. It's more consistent. See how the toe is up? Especially if you're having too many hooks. If you're hooking it to the left too much, toe up is definitely a nice remedy. The face like this, that's actually a shut face, okay? Padraig Harrington does a nice little YouTube here about the club face, as you'll see. And look at this. He talks about the toe up right here in the backswing.
Is it because I'm hinging too late?
I'll explain why. So
no, it's how you're hinging.
That is square right now, toe pointing up to the air. That would be open. Nobody goes for that. A lot of players go for shut now.
You have it shut. It's called shut face, right? And so the face could be more toe up. Now let's just continue with the analysis, and we'll decide what's best after I see more. So then you continue back here. Let's take a look up to the top. Okay, now when you get up here to the top, you got a nice flat wrist position. You're doing better with your knee flex. You're doing better with your head position. You have a very small amount of hip sway here, just a very small amount of that in your backswing here to the top. So you potentially could still try to keep your hip position a little bit there. I did a fun little analysis of Brooks Koepka with his driver, as you'll see here in a second. Let me bring up Swing Safe Golf. Here it is. And when he gets up here to the top of his swing, you'll see that he's at the very top, his hips on the line, his head's in the box, right? And so at your top of your swing, I would say try to get that hip on that line. It's a subtlety, but from a consistency standpoint, it's important, I would say. Now, let's take a look as you bring it down from here. Okay, now this is nice to see. You're bringing it down from the inside for sure, right? I love that. That's a beautiful thing. You want it going from the inside, okay? And then when you're coming down, let's see here, to impact, okay? Now look, now your ball is high inside. So you went from way out on the toe to high inside. And if you look where your butt is here. Where's your butt going? Forward. So you're falling in this direction. And it makes sense because if you look at the pattern on your iron and the pattern on your driver, if the ball's here and you go and fall forward, where's it going to be? High inside. Okay, and so that has to do with your balance falling forward. So your butt's coming a little bit forward here in the downswing. Right now, you've done a nice job here of squaring it up. Look at the face angle here. So that's where at this moment, the face angle is looking okay. So maybe you could go with the shut face for a moment and focus on getting the butt position and the center contact. I wouldn't mess with the toe up until you fix the butt position and the center contact. Once the center contact's happening and your butt's on the line, then you would work on the toe up and supinating because you'll find that you have more ability to control your ball flight with toe up compared to toe shut. When I play at toe shut, I struggle with pulls and low hooks, and you can't play a low hook or a pull where a high fade is a safer miss, And so I like to have the toe up and try to work it square by impact because I find that to be a better way to use the club face. But like I said, step one is this figuring out the toe, ball on the toe to then the ball inside with the balance. And then let's see here coming through. You're doing so great with your head. I love to see it. So your hips are out of position is what the problem is here. Let's check the arc of your club from the face on view also here. And then I'm going to switch the video to the iron because this video is already at 7 minutes. So just a moment. Let me just see. I just want to see if you're doing the wide to narrow arc correctly here. Yeah, my last tournament, I was 70th with 9 3-putts.
9. Oh.
If I hadn't 3-putted, I would have been 16th place. It would have been a top 20 finish, and I would have been on TV next year. So I played with one golf ball. I hit it perfectly. I hit 14 or 15 greens both days, but I missed every putt that I looked at. It was terrible. But no, I wasn't. I was putting. I should have. That's what I wish I was doing then, but I didn't. All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, so you're doing the arc nicely. I love the arc. Your head position's good, right? Even though you're doing the shut face backswing, you got your face pretty square here through the bottom, so I'm happy with that. The biggest problem I see is your ball position and your butt position.